Fire signs, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. I am Mocchaa. Welcome to the channel. You guys are more than welcome to come and vibe with me for a little bit, for about 20 minutes, and see what channel messages come through for you guys. If you watch the video all the way to the end, I will have individual messages for each sign. That means Aries, Leo, and Sag will get their own individual advice towards the end. You hear my daughter in the background, she's laughing, so there might be something like really worth laughing, celebrating, being happy about, joyful about. So yeah. But yeah, this is a general read. I'm going to start off with oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot. And if we need to clarify, we will. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Mocchaa. If you guys are part of the Soul Tribe, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking through with me, man. Thank you for sticking through with me. Check out the links below to follow me on my socials if you want a one-on-one session with me where we can, like, you know, chop it up, talk, connect the dots, decode some things, get some clarity on whatever it is you're asking an inquiry about. Book a reading with me. I'm currently accepting readings, so yeah. Aries, Leo, and Sag. I do pick up that somebody will be shopping, or maybe someone's concerned about shopping. Maybe you guys are like planning shopping in advance, maybe for school, maybe to buy decor for your home. Maybe there's something that you need to purchase and get it off your list. Father's Day is coming up. That could be a thing. Maybe there's a birthday coming up, or a trip, but shopping keeps coming up here. Okay, we have curiosity. Curiosity, only a fool thinks he knows all. Keep a student mind throughout your life. There's always more to learn. Stay curious. Every person you meet can teach you something new. Every situation is a learning experience. Curiosity. So I like this card because I personally like to be a student. I don't like my ego to get too loud where I feel like, you know, I can get self-righteous at times. So God has humbled me. Karma has humbled me before and said, baby, you don't know everything. Pull out a notepad and a pen, okay? It wouldn't hurt to take some notes. So I feel like Spirit is saying it's okay to be a student. It's okay to be curious. It's okay to look at all your options, okay? Only a fool thinks he knows it all. And baby, I have been the fool. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I have been the fool. Okay, so keep a student's mind throughout your life. Yeah. I like to perceive myself as the Page of Pentacles, or like someone, or like the Knight of Pentacles. Like I always like to learn, or even the Page of Swords. Like, so maybe that card might come out later because I am picking up like page energy where like I'm learning, or I'm open to learn, or I'm open to learn more about something I've already studied, or I haven't felt like I've mastered before. Like I'm channeling someone that feels that way. So yeah, they're even emphasizing on the people that you meet might teach you something new. Like life is a learning experience. So like, I wouldn't be surprised for the fire signs if someone intrigues you or makes you like, or stimulates your mind. You might come across a sapiosexual that might make you like really think and might motivate or inspire you to pick up a book and read it, or to write something. Some of you guys could be poets, or might be interested in studying poets, or just studying whatever or whoever is in that field of interest for you. Okay, some of you guys could be comedians. Okay, that's coming out of nowhere. Let's look at the overall energy for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. What is the overall energy for the fire signs? Only a fool thinks he knows all. Some of you guys are dating somebody, or you have a friend that just gives unwarranted advice. And maybe it's becoming too overwhelming, or just exhausting for you, because look, the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck, and Spirit could be telling you like maybe explore something that you're curious about, but do it solo. Because I was picking up that an energy of like, I didn't really ask for this. So there needs to be discernment here, because they're telling you to learn, they're telling you to study, they're telling you to explore what you're curious about. But I'm also getting the message that if people are giving you unwarranted advice, or they're giving you like repetitive advice, you're like, I got it, I understand it, I received it, I don't need to hear it over and over again, or whatever the case is, use your discernment to decide, do I really need to hear this, or do I really need to hear this from you? Okay, because like this Hermit energy at the bottom, like, oh my gosh, double Virgo energy. Eight of Pentacles is Virgo, and Hermit is Virgo. So the Eight of Pentacles is talk. Okay, I'm spiraling, because these cards are one and the same, only one is more extreme than the other. So the Eight of Pentacles is very focused and dedicated energy. Okay, as you can see, she has books, okay, on the side there. She has a candle in her hand. She is studious. She's studying. She's learning. And she's isolated. She's by herself. The Eight of Pentacles is about someone that intentionally withdraws from everybody to stay focused on whatever they're learning. Okay, again, it goes back to this curiosity here. Now the Hermit intentionally, as well as the Eight of Pentacles, isolates themselves, but to the extent that they're unaccessible. Like, where is the fire sign? They're not answering their phone. They're not, I don't know where they're at. Their location is off. I haven't heard from them. They went on a hiatus. We don't know what's going on with the fire sign. So again, like, use your discernment, because Spirit's clearly coming through and saying that some of you guys need to study, learn, go through this learning experience, go through this life experience solo. But also in the beginning of the message, I was picking up that Spirit does want you to be in a student mindset and be receptive to learn. So there, you got to use your discernment to decide who and what you should listen to, when and where you should listen to it, and what you should take notes of as well, okay? I'm going to keep that as the overall energy. Okay. Let's see you. Got some flyers. We have the Star and the Chariot, more major arcana energy here. So what I'm picking up with the Chariot and the Star is that if you guys have a wish, if you have a dream, if you're optimistic, if you're hopeful, if you have been praying, know that your spirit team has your back. They have your support. The Chariot is the energy of success, momentum, progression. It is fast, accelerated energy as well. And typically, the Chariot energy is somebody that is moving towards a location, a destination, a goal by themselves. Again, the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles energy. Okay, now the Chariot is Cancerian energy too, so this is definitely Cancer energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if this Chariot energy that you're embodying is motivated by your family, your children, people that you consider your family if they're not blood related. But needless to say, despite that, you're going to be going through a journey, and it's going to feel alone, but it's not something that you can't overcome. Whatever this journey is, it's going to require great amount of faith. Okay, so it's giving me like walk by faith, not by sight. But I do feel like, and I'm hearing the ice cream truck drive down my neighborhood, so that might be significant for some of you guys, but this feels like this is something that you've gone through before. So what I'm asking you to have faith and be optimistic and pray and hopeful and wishful about is something that you had dipped your toe in before. This time with the Chariot, you're going even harder. You're even more motivated, even more inspired, even more curious to take this route. But it does feel like you're meant to do it alone. So if you feel like, I'm going through this all by myself, I don't have the support of other people, it's supposed to be like that right now, babe. It's not supposed to be like a whole collaborated thing right now. And I feel like some of you guys are struggling to accept that, or you guys have overcome that threshold of accepting that this journey is supposed to be a solo journey. And that doesn't mean your entire life you're going through everything by yourself. It could be this specific goal that you have. You need to go through this by yourself. This is kind of like a stimulation, low key. And the stimulation is ultimately testing your faith and your willpower with the Chariot. Chariot is Cancerian energy, which is definitely cardinal energy. And cardinal signs, which would be Aries, Libra, and Cancer, they are the first. I'm raising my hand. I am the first to do it. Someone asks somebody to do something, they're going to say, F it, I'm going to do it. I'll go first. I'll be the first in this. I'll be the first in that. I'll try it. I'll be the example if I need to be. The Chariot is telling me that it's going to require a lot of ambition and willpower to do whatever this is. And you really might not have the support that you desire, but faith is needed. And your faith alone can get you a lot more further than the people that you think you need to move forward, like the support that you think you need. Okay? Let's pull some more. A lot of major arcana so far. We have the Hermit, the Star, and the Chariot. You guys could be guided and directed to embark some sort of journey that's going to fulfill you in the future by, your ancestors, your spirit team, angels, God, whoever and whatever you connect to, because the Hermit is in isolation, and we were talking about being a student with this Curiosity card. So I don't know what you're learning, studying, okay? But for some of you guys, it is on a spiritual level, like you're dealing with source, a higher source than what's going on in the physical realm. Some of you guys, your support system is in the spiritual realm. It's not even here, okay? What else for the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Marriage is coming up. The topic of marriage is coming up. Aries, Leo, Sag. Ten of Swords. Last thing I said before this card came out was marriage, okay? So Ten of Swords could definitely be a mental block that's being removed. It could have to do with marriage, but it doesn't have to be. This is screaming, I had a mental block. This mental block alone kept me stagnant. I may have had to pray through it, have faith through it, be optimistic about it. So I'm assuming that this mental block that you're navigating out of it's like as soon as this block is removed, you're propelling like crazy fast with this Chariot energy, to the point that you're like, whoa, I'm being so inspired and motivated to move forward. I need to study. Wow. The Sun here is in reverse. And I don't even have, are there some reversals in here? Oh, there is. Okay, the Sun is in reverse with the Ten of Swords. So yeah, this definitely could have been a mental block that had you unhappy, stagnant. I'm hearing for a good amount of time. So now you're getting out. And you know what's I love this because I have reversals in here that I didn't know. And so far, up until the Sun came in reverse, these cards came upright. The Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit. So this is a double confirmation. They want you to go through this journey alone. And I keep hearing it's one aspect of your life. It's not your entire life. You go into hermit mode and avoid family, friends, love, whatever, job, career, purpose. It's one area. And for some of you guys, it could definitely be tied to your finances. And then we have the Star and the Chariot that came upright. And then the Ten of Swords with the Sun in reverse. A mental block that had you unhappy is being removed. And now you're like, wow, I got all these opportunities. I got all these options. Where do I start from here? And Spirit says, learn, study, write, listen, read. Let me pull another. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. And the Sun is another major arcana. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is definitely a mental block that's being removed. The Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Whatever this mental block was, it had you kind of like cranky. You had an attitude. I'm hearing a stank attitude. Because you weren't happy. I feel like the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles is like your higher self knowing that you need isolation, you need time to yourself to process some things that source is trying to educate and teach you about, because this is a learning experience and this is going to require you to believe that you can overcome this alone. The Queen of Swords and the Sun is telling me that you might feel like this shit is very unfair, because the Queen of Swords is very logical and like she thinks about how things are going to affect everybody from a logical standpoint. She doesn't think about her emotions. So there could be some things where you were like, this doesn't add up, this doesn't make sense for me to do this by myself. Maybe because you've helped people, you supported people. Maybe it's just because like you understand common sense and this is not adding up for you. Like, why should I go through this alone? Why should I go through this in isolation? Why should I have to? But whatever you're curious about, everybody around you is not on the same page. So they're not going to be genuinely interested in what you're curious about. Some of these people that you want to support you genuinely, like, and not mean, and when I say genuinely, I mean like they don't have ill intent. They genuinely aren't passionate about what you're passionate about. And this might really frustrate the Queen of Swords in reverse and make her just a little bitter about the entire process. Because it's like, I poured into you, I supported you. Why can't you just support me when it comes to something that's going to make me happy? Like, what's the issue? I want to look into the future. And I'm going to pull cards for each zodiac sign. What does the fire signs have to look forward to in the future? Yeah, a lot of this feels unfair. They're telling me to flip and reverse my deck, so I will. Because there's already reversals in here. So far, the good thing about this is that a mental block is being removed. And for some people, you might feel like that's nothing. But, you know, a mental block being removed is a big deal. If it kept you stagnant, if it kept you discouraged, if it had you sad, if it had you blind to your purpose, if it had you stuck in a relationship, if it had you looking at things from a limited or lack mindset, like you're channeling the star in the chariot. Like, if it wasn't for this mental block being removed, you'd probably be in the same place that you are in now, or was. Especially with the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles, this is somebody that's not really moving so much. The Eight of Pentacles is very studious. Again, like they're staying in one place. They're focused. They're learning. They're reading. They're writing. They're dedicated. And the Hermit is inaccessible. So if you hadn't got out of this, if this mental block had been removed, you would still be in a Hermit mode. Some of you guys, this is a timeline type of thing where you're going to be in Hermit mode, studying and learning and exploring what you're curious about. And then once you remove this mental block while being in Hermit and in the Eight of Pentacles energy, the mental block is going to be removed, and then you're going to propel like crazy. And you're going to realize like what's keeping you like unhappy and discouraged and sad and unfulfilled with the Sun. What's in the future for the fire signs? We have the 10 of Wands, another 10, and this is Saturn and Sagittarius. So this is someone looking at things, like looking at the bigger picture. Looking at the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture here? I'm hearing someone say, what should I really be doing? Purpose related, finance, like finances. Maybe this is about making money and providing a living, like your livelihood, making a living for yourself. We have the King of Wands. There's that action-oriented energy. There's you. This is the fire signs. Some of you guys could have Cancer placements. We have wands after wand, back to back. 10 of Wands, King of Wands. This is what I'm talking about. Moving forward, propelling forward with the Chariot, the 10 of Wands, and the King of Wands. What's the bigger picture here? What do I really need to do? This is someone exploring their curiosity. What should I really be doing? I've outgrown this. I'm hearing someone say, I've outgrown this. So maybe you guys have outgrown a situation, a person, a thing. Some of you guys could be detoxing from a really bad habit, okay? Or maybe someone that was a bad habit to you. Every time I try to leave, something keeps holding me back, Oh, why does that song? I need you in my life. Okay. King of Wands is action-oriented energy. Definitely a Leo could be coming through. Let's see. One more for the future. The Wheel of Fortune, y'all. The Wheel of freaking Fortune. See, doing this, going into hermit mode, getting organized, going into hermit mode and getting organized about what you're going to do in your life is actually allowing the wheel to turn in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is a life event. It's actually small events that add up to a big life event that feels favorable, that propels you towards the right direction, that ends up making you even more aligned with your blessing. This is the Wheel of Fortune. What people sleep on when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, oh my gosh, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. But the wheel can go backwards too. The wheel can turn the other opposite direction, or it can turn forward. So those little decisions and the big decisions, but the life events and the decisions and life events that are tied together, they decide whether we should move this way or we need to go ahead and set it back a little bit. And so with this Wheel of Fortune coming upright, especially in a deck where there's reverses, it's indicating to me that because you took action, okay, and for some of you guys, Saturn could have whooped your ass and taught you a karmic lesson, or could have like really got you like disciplined and having structure and being organized, right? That's what it took for things to work out in your favor. And this could be something huge for some of you guys. For others, this is something like small that's going to lead to something big if you keep this momentum up. Let me just go over these major arcanas before I go through your personal advice. We have the Hermit. We have the Star. So this is heavy prayer for some of you guys. I'm connected to some prayer warriors here. This is the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely somebody that is going to be thankful that they looked forward and never looked back. Okay? Thank God you did not look back, y'all. And then we have the Sun in reverse, which is telling me that this is where you guys either currently are or getting the hell away from or desire to get away from. Either way, you're outgrown this energy and you're really trying to figure out how to get out of it. And then we have a few wands, the King and the Ten of Wands. This is someone that's mature. They're like, okay, I get it. I know what I need to do. I need to get my ass up and I need to make the decision I need to make. I need to take action. I need to move forward. I need to focus on the bigger picture instead of these small little details that I call, these small details that you're probably focusing on are probably the cause of your delays. The more you entertain what has created delays for you, the longer you stay in this stagnant energy. That's why I said it's a huge deal that someone got out of this or removed this mental block, okay? You guys, you're encouraged to study, learn, read, write, listen to whatever it is that you're curious about, because I have a strong sense that this is going to get you out of a mental block, a mental funk, okay? Let's see what messages as far as advice is for the Aries. Aries. Work on your anger, guys. Work on like that. Some of you guys that get easily irritated. Not everybody, not every Aries, but I am picking up an Aries moon. Okay, maybe when the moon is in your sign, Aries, keep an eye out for your behavior, your impulses. Okay, tell me to pull out 3 cards. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So this might have to do with a relationship. This may have to do with a relationship. Two of Cups is Venus and Cancer. You guys are not on the same page right now. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is a direct message that some of you guys could be putting your business, okay, any entrepreneur plans. Maybe you're focusing on your finances independently, especially if you're in some sort of partnership, business, or romantic, family related. sibling, but either way, the Two of Cups is it's really targeted towards romance, but I'm picking up so many different partnerships. But yeah, this could be someone that's deciding to choose to be single or independent. This could be someone that's putting their business goals before a relationship. Okay. This is someone that's not planning to collaborate with anybody, especially in matters of the heart. So someone could have stung the heart a little bit, and there's some residue there, which could feel and can feel and look like resentment, possibly a grudge. I'm not, and the thing about it is, I'm not even picking up negative energy like that from Aries. I'm picking it more of like, this is just like logic. Remember, the Queen of Swords had came out in reverse earlier, and the Ten of Swords had came out upright. So this was a mental block for some of you guys. It was a relationship, some sort of partnership. Okay, Three of Cups in reverse. This could have been like a situation where a third party was involved, and it was preventing someone to think clearly, to focus with that Eight of Pentacles energy. All right, what else? One more for the Aries for advice. We have the Hermit. There's the Hermit again. Some of you guys could have Virgo placements, but Spirit is clearly saying to spend time alone. And for the record, the Nine of Pentacles is Venus and Virgo. So we had the Hermit earlier, we had the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is all those cards. Hermit, Eight, and Nine of Pentacles are Virgo energy. So that I'm definitely could be speaking to a fire sign, and specifically an Aries that has Virgo energy as well, that's coming through heavy here. They don't want me to drop that. But this is definitely saying that your advice is that if there is a relationship that is not in alignment with what you want at this time, that's a distraction to you, that has caused any mental blockages for you, not saying for them, but for you, that has kept you from focusing on your financial plans, business plans, it's time to go ahead and put that, prioritize you. Prioritize connecting with yourself, reflecting over your decisions. This is time for a self-evaluation. This could also indicate it's time to take a break from the relationship. It's time to take a break from the partnership. It's time to focus on your business endeavors. And just be independent right now. Definitely be independent and be in solitude, Aries. Because somebody here could be a burden to you to some shape, way, or capacity. To some shape, way, or capacity, okay? Let me go into the next sign, guys. So that is your advice, Aries. Remember, if you guys want a more intimate, more private reading, the link is below. I've updated the link, so there should be no issues, okay? Also, if you want additional messages too, check out my Instagram. I do post on there consistently. Leo, what it do, baby? What it do? I'm a Leo rising, so I'm definitely feeling the vibe right now. Leo, Leo, Leo. Shout out to my Leo risings. What is our advice? I'm in it too. What is our advice for this general read? Let's see. I said Aries. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. This could apply to anybody that has Leo placements. This could apply to your fifth house. This could apply to the cross watcher and the third party that are dealing with Leos. Okay, what is the advice for the Leos? We have the Temperance card. I love Temperance because it talks about integration. It talks about healing and doing some inward work. Okay, but this takes time. So we got to be realistic. I'm getting good vibes with the Temperance card. Some of you guys could definitely feel connected to angels as well. What else for my Leos? Ooh, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's crazy because in Creole, okay, so I'm Haitian, right? So Haitians that are listening will understand, but I heard Quebecois, which means like, keep yourself together, keep your back straight, keep your posture right, handle your emotions. Okay, with the Page of Cups in reverse, this could be an overflow of emotions, an uncontrollable amount of emotions. So some of you guys, the heart chakra needs tending to. chemical because, and you know what, this makes sense because we have the Temperance card here, and typically in the original tarot, the Temperance card, there's an angel that has two cups in their hands, and so we have more cups here with the Page of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of processing of the emotions, of the feelings going on right now. So your best advice right now is to integrate. So if you're feeling any emotions at this time, it's time to journal. It's time to vent to someone you trust. It's time to do shadow work. It's time to divine. It's time to pray. It's time to self-reflect. Remember, the Hermit kept coming out too. That's why I was saying it's time to go into isolation, study, learn, read, listen, write. And after you've gone through that period, there's going to be a mental block that's going to be removed. And then there's going to be some propelling forward movement happening for you where the Wheel of Fortune will finally turn in your favor. Those that are dedicated, like the Eight of Pentacles, things are going to happen just like that. But if you resist, there's going to be back and forth, up and down. And that's what this Page of Cups is saying. Chemical, keep yourself together. Stop yourself when you're feeling irrational, when you want to be impulsive, when you're spiraling with your thoughts, and ask yourself, like, what is really going on? This is why we must go into hermit mode and self-reflect. Am I projecting, or am I feeling provoked? What is going on here? And with this Page of Cups, it's giving me heart energy. Same as Aries. Aries had heart energy too with the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, one more for the Leo. For advice. I love doing it this way. I just feel connected with you guys. All right, we have one more. Major Arcana, the Death card. Wow, I was just thinking that. I'm like, don't these cards come right by each other? 13 and 14. Death and rebirth, and then we have Temperance. So there's something that we need to sever, Leos. That means cut off, detach, disassociate, release, surrender, give it away, and be okay with that. There's no meddling back. There's no, oh, wait, one more, let me negotiate. No, with the Death and rebirth, this is about all of what I just said and more. And the death is major changes that we cannot undo. So we're setting boundaries, we cannot undo them, even if we want to. Because this is telling me a greater source, a higher source is coming in and helping you create these boundaries and making it clear to everybody what needs to happen in order for Leo to be in a healthy state. Death, and the Death card is strong Scorpio energy, so look into your 8th house as well, because you could definitely be experiencing major changes in that area as well. They want me to say that. But death here in rebirth is definitely talking about shit never being the same. This is why I've said in the beginning of Leo energy with the Temperance card, this is going to take some time. This is integration. This is shadow work. This is healing. This is learning about self so that you can go and coexist and compromise with other people. And in order to do that, we're going to have to put an end to things and how they used to be, an end to situations and how that used to be, an end to relationships and how that used to be. This could be someone like ending an addiction. This could be someone that's no longer communicating a certain way, carrying themselves a certain way, doing things a certain way, or doing it at all. Doing it well. Okay, you might be doing something very well and you're like, listen, I've outgrown it though. I know I'm the greatest at this and I'm good at that, but I want to do more. Right, with curiosity. With curiosity here, you might be putting an end to something for something else that you're more interested in, you're more curious about. Okay, Leo? They got me with the doing it well. So, I say to wrap up Leo's advice, I would be like, look, take your time with Temperance, because Temperance is an energy that cannot be rushed. You can try to rush shadow work and healing and compromising and doing all that inner work, and you can move forward and it'll be like baby steps. So I feel like this energy here is meant to be processed differently for everybody as far as time, meaning like how much it might take me to process one area of my life, because they keep saying it's one area, it's not everything. It might take someone like 2 months. It might take someone 2 weeks. It might just take a conversation to dead an issue so that, and create boundaries and we can move forward. It might take someone a season, right? We're approaching summer season. It might take a season for us to be in Hermit and Eight of Pentacles and study and learn and then apply that shit and then have these conversations and then propel forward where the wheel can really turn in our favor the way we want to. That's why I was saying with the Wheel of Fortune, these are life events and decisions and life events that add up to the wheel finally turning in our favor. Okay, so be patient, be realistic with time with all of this, because I don't know what your end goal is, but I can see it happening for you. Okay, let's look into Sagittarius. Okay, so the first thing I saw was the word mom. Okay, Sagittarius, so your mother could be coming through, or the topic of motherhood could be happening for you guys. They're saying, okay, that's the end of that. So moving on, next message. All right, Sagittarius. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for advice. We have the Tower. But I'm hearing someone say beautiful. So this Tower is not necessarily a bad thing. This feels like intervention. Maybe this is tied to your mom, but they're telling me no, new message. Okay, so I'm getting 2 messages. That's crazy. I'm getting someone say, no, that's the end of that, motherhood, mom. But I'm also getting an angel here that's present that's saying, no, the Tower moment is regarding motherhood and womb work, womb healing. So that means that this message can apply both ways because there's multiple people watching, right? That's why I encourage you guys to book a personal reading and check the links in the description box. But the Tower card is a beautiful thing. And you know what it feels like? It feels like intervention. It feels like a conversation that needs to happen. It feels like someone's releasing. It feels like someone's using their throat chakra. It feels like someone's telling the truth. Yeah. I love when people tell the truth because that means that the enemy can't create no bullshit and add on top of it, right? They can't add on top of it. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords in reverse, which tells me that someone's going to be turning the boat around to revisit an old issue so that the Six of Swords can sail onto calmer waters. When the Six of Swords is in reverse, especially in this energy here, it's talking about someone going back to hash something out. This could also be referencing to a Mercury retrograde because this is a Mercury card. This is actually Mercury and Aquarius. So this Tower card with the Six of Swords in reverse. Oh, and look, the Sun is in reverse as well. Yeah, we're hashing out some things that we're not really happy about, whether it's about you, Sagittarius, or just something that has you in your blues. Okay, this could have to do with children as well. Let me pull one more for Sagittarius. I'm hearing this is a family affair. Okay, one more. We have the Page of Pentacles, and see, this is where we start to be open to making efforts towards change. The Page of Pentacles is screaming acts of service to me. Acts of service. What can I do? What can I contribute? What can I apply? This goes back to the curiosity card. I was just mentioning the pages in the beginning. Yeah, and then I think Leo had the Page of Cups in reverse. So yeah, I definitely see a conversation happening that could give intervention vibes, and like there is going to be old shit that's going to be brought up, but it's needed. And at the end of that conversation, like someone's going to end up saying, or they're going to have that mentality of, what can I do moving forward to resolve this? What can I do to change this? How can I make sure that there's progression moving forward? So the Six of Swords can be upright and we can be in a peaceful place where everyone's mental health is improving after the conversation versus declining, causing depression, anxiety, stress, the blues. Okay, some of you guys could be going through postpartum, and that goes back to the womb work that I was talking about in motherhood. So that could be another thing. Some of you guys haven't recovered from postpartum. Not to be pessimistic, but it could be like someone already had kids, right? But like what they went through postpartum is still something that's affecting them to this day. Wow, that's deep. Because imagine your mom going through postpartum, possibly not knowing what postpartum is, or you are educated. Oh, curiosity. Some of you guys are going to be looking into womb work. Imagine your mother going through postpartum, not knowing what postpartum is, probably still not fully aware of what postpartum is. And the trauma or the anxiety or the stress that she had stems from the postpartum she had with you or with another sibling. That message is coming through very strongly, but there's going to be acts of service where it's like, okay, let me study, let me learn how I can undo or contribute to helping you heal from that experience. What can I do to help you? And someone on the receiving end saying, what can I do to help you? It feels reciprocated. So not everyone's gonna be mature because we gotta be realistic, but like there's some mature people here in this room. I'm picking up. Sag. I'm hearing that song. There's a breakthrough in this room. Who sings that? I think her name's Tasha. There's a breakthrough in this room. I can't remember the lyrics. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, it's been a pleasure to read for the fire signs. Y'all my first reading. So if you love you love the style of my reading, like definitely support your girl. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Check out the links and follow my other socials. A book or personal reading. I want to chat and talk to you guys. I want to link up with you guys. I want to help you guys. And until next time, we'll see each other. Bye.